Hi everybody, so today we're going to be taking a look at the Hive RTA. This was actually sent to me by Nathan Stewart. He's a subscriber and also a friend of mine on Facebook. And we were talking one time when somebody else got it and he was like, oh, you like these? And I'm like, are you crazy? I love RTAs. And he was telling me about the 40 mil one, but then I found out about the 28 mil one, which is this one. And I was like, oh my God, like I have to have it. Like I've seen some reviews on it. I was like, it can't be that good. I'm an RTA girl. If you are a subscriber of mine, you know that I love RTAs. And the bigger, the better. So like my favorite one is the Aromamizer Plus. Another one is the Aromamizer Titan, which is the big one. The Glass, all these other ones that are really big RTAs. Because they hold more juice capacity, they make it worth my while. And I like them. So when he sent this to me, I was like, I don't know, like how much? And then I found out that it holds over 6 mils of e-liquid. That's a plus for me. It's 28 millimeters, plus for me. It bulges out with the bubble glass to 30 mils, plus for me. So I was like, you know what? Got to try it out. So let's go ahead and go down. You'll see how I built it, how I wicked it, and then we'll come back up and we'll talk more about it. Okay, so here we are with the Hive RTA. This is the box that it comes in. It's very plain. Sorry about the ripped box. This was actually sent my way by Nathan Stewart. He's one of my subscribers, an awesome guy. And he said, you need the Hive. And I think I did. So this is the box that it comes in. This is by Cloud Chasers Inc. or CCI. This is the RTA that comes with it. You do get an Ultim drip tip, an extra one here. This is the Ultim, and then that's the regular. This is in gunmetal. So I'm going to actually leave it with this one. They are 810 compatible. In the box, you don't get any type of instructions or anything like that, but you do get a box of extras. I am missing some of the extras because I actually had to use them when I did receive this, but I wanted to show it to you. You do get O-rings, extra screws, extra plates, and things like that. So that is the box. I'm super excited. We're going to get right down to it. So here is the Hive RTA. This is a 28 millimeter RTA. It does have a removable 810 drip tip, as you can see on the top. It does have a beefy O-ring there. You do get like this fin type of design over here, and then you also get it's sort of like a beehive honeycomb type of look here. It comes with the Ultim glass. They do have on the website for CCI or Cloud Chasers Inc. They have extra ones that you can get of this with the matching drip tip. So if you're interested in changing it out, you can. On the bottom, you do have 2 airflow slits, one here and one here. There's actually 2 different types of airflow. This one is the larger airflow, and the larger one is 14 millimeters by 3 millimeters. And then you can cut it down to the smaller one. This one is 11 millimeters by 2.5 millimeters. So depending on what you want. I personally like a lot of airflow. Now, one thing is that the airflow ring is not on a stopper, so it is free spinning. Just want to let you know about that. It does have a protruding 510 pin. Sorry about that, can't speak. And on the bottom, it says Hive RTA by Cloud Chasers Inc. And then it has the serial number. I love how they incorporated this honeycomb type of pattern all throughout this. I think that just makes it perfect, especially to match the name. On one side, it says CCI. On the other side, it says Hive. To get into it, you can open it here because it is top fill. So this is for your top fill. You've got 2 big holes. You never want to fill it down the middle, just down the sides. And then you can take it apart further. You can actually take this apart, which I'm sure other people have already done, but I'll go ahead and show you real quick. The top comes off like this. Then this comes off as well. Oops, wait, lefty-loosey. Lefty-loosey. And then this is the chamber. So it all comes apart so that you can clean it, which I think is awesome. I'm gonna keep it put together though. And then this is the Ultim that it comes with. And if you notice, it's really smooth. The threads on here are really nice. So I want to make sure that that's nice and tight. I'm going to put this back on it here. I really love the feel of this. He said I would love it, and I'm already loving it. So yeah, so there you go. Now, oops, there we go. Drip tip is down. And then to get to your deck, you can go ahead and just open it from the bottom like this. and then the deck comes apart. So if you do have juice in here, you can go ahead and change your coils or rewick and leave your juice in here. You want to make sure that it's not full because you want to make sure that it doesn't come out the sides. But as long as everything else is put into place, you have no worries. System here and 2 beefy flathead screws. You've actually got some really, really big bottom airflow holes here. These measure 6.5 millimeters by 5 millimeters. Huge. But the best part about this, if you look really, really close, this has a shared deck. So a lot of RTAs, when they're built like this, they only have like this part here is for one side, this part here is for one side, and then these are independent because it's blocked in the middle. Being that it's shared and open in the middle, that means that your juice is going to equally distribute to both sides, so you're not going to have that over leaking or leaking out the sides or the bottoms or anything like that. These are your juice fill holes, and they go into here, and they're about 4 millimeters wide, but your cotton is going to get wet by both of them. So your cotton's not going to be drenched just by one side and not the other. So to get a dry hit is going to be pretty much impossible because of the fact that you've got that free flowing juice flow. So I really, really like that. I like the fact that you can stuff your cotton here, but you've still got air to breathe from the center because it is open. So you're not going to get leaking as long as you wick it right. Now with this type of RTA, you do want to be generous on your wicking. Usually I like to thin out my wicks depending on the RTA. In this case, we don't want to thin them out too much at all because we are going to want it to actually, because these are 4 millimeters open, it will actually be getting juice all over the place. So you're not going to have a problem with like over saturating. That's the word I'm looking for. So let's go ahead and put this on a mod. Where's my mod? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this on a mod. Make sure this one's actually got battery in it. And then we're going to do a build on here. Yes, this is fully charged. Good. Let me turn this down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to lock that. Okay. So let's go ahead and put it here. And oh my God, I'm really, really excited about this. Now, I'll tell you, honestly, I'm not a fan of shared post holes. That's not one thing that I'm like a really huge fan of. I do like this style deck. I've had them before, like in the Apocalypse and the Elite and things like that. So I know how to use them. It's just that I'm just not a fan of them. But in this case, it works with this RTA. So let's go ahead and open these up. As I find my screwdriver, I basically just lost everything getting ready for this video. So I'm going to go ahead and open these. And these clamp style decks are really, really nice because they evenly clamp down. So when you go to put your leads in, it's literally just going to go on one side over here and one side of the screw on this side. Look how much they open up. I mean, for the coils that I'm going to use today, I'm actually going to be using these frame staples by Coil Clout. These are made of Nichrome 80 and you can get them at coilclout.com. And if you use the code Wendy15, you'll get 15% off. So I'm going to go ahead and put the first one through and then I'm going to measure it, cut it, and then we'll put the other one on. So I'm just going to slide this in here on one side of the threading and then the other side here. There we go. And that one there. Just going to put that in there. I want it to be about right there. So that's good for me. So let's go ahead and cut these. I'm going to cut this one here. And this one here. There we go. Never hurt to stick it in your hand. I'm just going to pull it out and measure the other one against it. This is something that I pretty much do for anything that's got like a deck like this. It just makes it a lot easier. So I'm actually going to even this out a little bit more right there. Oops. Nice and thick. There we go. All right, so we got those in there. So let's go ahead and insert the first one. Let's go ahead and put those in. Put one on this side, one on this side, like that. Hold that there. And then insert this one. There we go there. All right. going to be about where I want them. This one out just a little bit more. Make sure that they're where I want them before I tighten them up all the way. Actually, where's my other one? There we go. Let's check it. Straighten this out. I'll put this one in just a little bit more. There we go. This one has to come in just a little bit because you want to make sure that it's not going to hit the barrel itself when the barrel is on there. So I'm going to bring them in just a little bit more. And then to this side. Whoops, I'm kind of zoomed in a lot, huh? There we go. Okay. So now they look about right. Okay. So let me tighten this down a little bit more. Make sure it's nice and tight before I start maneuvering them. And then this one. Okay, so now we can start straightening them up. So what I want to do is push this a little bit more toward the middle because I do want it over the airflow. And then push this one as well. There we go. Over the airflow. There we go. And there. Just a little bit more down, and this one just a little bit more up. Okay, that's about right there. So I'm going to go ahead and start gluing my coils and turn this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ceramic tweezers ready. There we go. We're starting to glow now. Pinch. And then start pinching this one. Just a little bit more. Okay, it's starting to heat up now. You see the discoloration in that one? Okay. That side. There we go. And we've got those going nicely, so I'm gonna let that cool down, and then I'm gonna get some cotton. Now we're gonna wick this baby. Okay, and for today's cotton, I'm actually gonna be using this with Tofu cotton. It's already pre-cut. It is 3 millimeters in diameter. So if you are gonna get these cottons, make sure that you have the right diameter to your coils. They have 2, 2.5, and 3. So you wanna make sure that you have that. So I'm just gonna grab me 2 pieces. I'm almost out, almost out. And then these are great because they have like the shoestring end to help you guide your cotton in. So all you have to do is just put it in like this. And then you push it through and then pull it out with the shoestring. Like how easy is that? And being that they are 3 millimeters, they fit really, really good. And yeah, they have the right amount of fluff for them. And then go into the other, look how easy that was. You don't even have to try to figure out like, is this too much cotton, too little cotton? Just go ahead and just put it in there and grab it. There you go. Grab that one. Oops. Trying to, all right. Ooh. I'm telling you, they're 3 millimeters. I know that they are. I usually play around with them. There we go. All right, so we've got our cotton through there. Nice and snug, but not too tight. I'm just gonna do that. Let's get our scissors out. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to measure it right down to this O-ring right here. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it right there. Take that off. Cut this one to the O-ring. And I'm going to check the other ones, make sure that they're down to the O-ring as well. So right there. And then on the other side. There you go. Okay, so these are already nicely fluffed out. I'm just gonna fluff this side out and this side out just a tiny bit, not much at all. Just a tiny, tiny bit, because I wanna make sure that I can put it all in there. And just go ahead and put your cotton. Again, you don't wanna thin it out too much because you're gonna need that cotton to be saturated. So you don't wanna thin it out too much, but you do need some. Just a little bit. There you go. And then just put that in there. There you go. Just like that. See how good it fits? Perfectly. And it's going all the way to the middle of the deck. Again, this has a shared deck, so you have all that space right in the middle. That's going to be for your juice, and it's going to be saturating it as well. So you don't need it too much. You want to make sure that you don't have any over the airflow. I'm just going to thin this one out just a little bit because this side just feels like thicker on both of them. Probably because of the way that it went in. And then just put that right down there. And you'll be able to see the cotton right through these little 4mm holes there. And I'm going to put this one in. Oops, just a little bit thinner. There we go. Just a little tiny bit of thinning. I think it was just a little bit too long. And put that in there. Perfect. Perfect. It's in there and it's nice and snug, but not too tight. Perfect. Okay, so now to get our juice so we can start wicking this or getting this saturated. Just making sure that I have all my wisps in and enough room. Go. There we go. All right. So for today's e-liquid, I'm actually going to be using this Overloaded. It's a blueberry custard and yum. Yeah, my review is about to come out on that. It's really, really good. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn this up and start saturating my coils so we can get the cotton wet from within the coils. There we go. I'm trying to get them before they get to the airflow. There we go. Saturate this. Dump some in the middle because remember it's shared. So you can actually do that. Some there. Okay. Make sure those are nice and fluffy. There we go. Yep. Enough room for the juices to get into flow. That's just the way I check it. Put some more in there. Nice and saturated. There we go. So we have vapor. So let's go ahead and put it together. All you gotta do is just take the top cap, put it on, screw it down. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill it. Let me zoom out. So I can fill this for you. And all you have to do is down one of those holes, just go ahead and blow your juice. Now this does hold 6.7 or 6.8 milliliters of e-liquid. Just because this glass is full right here doesn't mean that it's full. It's actually, this part here is also for juice. So it's the top design, but it's also for juice. So you can literally put up to here in juice. So I'm just gonna do it until I see it. Can you see it? Let's see. Maybe if I zoom in, you can see it. Let's see. Until I see it. There we go. I see right there. Of course, I'm dripping from the bottle. There we go. Should be nice and drenched. Put the top cap back on. And let's go up and we're going to talk more about it. The Hive RTA. Okay, so here we are back on top with the Hive RTA, and I have to tell you, I have to show you something. Let's go ahead and here we go. This is actually at 105 watts. The build came out to a 0.10, so here we go. This is with it wide open, and it doesn't feel too hot. It doesn't feel, it's got flavor. It's, oh my God, I'm in love. I really am. Thank you so much, Nathan, for sending it my way. I'm going to try it with the lower one, just so that you can see the smaller airflow. So there's a smaller airflow, and let's go ahead and do it. I like it more airy, but let's go ahead and do the other airflow. I like it with the bigger airflow. That's just for me. Yeah, get it just right. And yeah, so the bigger airflow. All right, so pros and cons. Cons, I'm going to tell you, the only con that I have to this really is that I'm not a fan of shared decks. You know, when you have to share where the leads go in, I'm not a fan of that. That's just not something that I'm a fan of, but it works in this. It really does. So, I mean, it's not going to give me a big problem because I know how to build on them. But for like a newer vapor, wow, I'm just spitting all over the place. This is really good e-liquid. It really is. Blueberry custard, yum. But for somebody who's like new to building, I probably would not recommend something like that because of the fact that they are shared posts and it could be a little tricky, but it works. That's about the only con that I have to this. And one other subjective con would be I would have liked a clear tank to come with it, or a clear glass or a plastic piece to come with it, not just the Ultim, because it kind of just makes it just the Ultim, but I know where they were going. Being that this is called the Hive and it's a beehive, which is technically yellow, I can see why they went with the Ultim, but they are offering different options now where you can get the resin tank and drip tip to match. I think it was like 20 something dollars. Or you can get, like, they have a straight one, like in gold and things like that, with the matching drip tips. So you have options, so I don't think that that's a bad thing. Currently, they have it at cloudycollabs.com. I'll put the link down here. cloudycollabs.com. That's for the Cloud Chasers Inc. That's their website. And it's $69.99. They also have it at freedomsmokes.com for $59.95. Either way that you get it, you won't go wrong. I love the fact that it's got huge, I'm going to go for my pros, huge juice capacity, 6.7 to 6.8 milliliters of e-liquid juice capacity. Kind of redundant there. I love the fact that you can change out your drip tip to any 810 drip tip. That's also a plus. It's simple to build on if you're sort of like an intermediate to proficient builder. I don't think that that's a problem. I love the deck. I love how it looks. Tremendous airflow. Did I show you the airflow? Here, okay. Oh, it went down to 4. You hear that airflow? Amazing airflow, amazing flavor. It looks great. It's not too big. It's not too small. I think that it's just right. I think it's becoming my new fave. Yeah, I think it is. I really like it. Another pro is that you can go ahead and re-wick and change your coils without dumping any e-liquid. Just make sure it's upside down, open it up, you're good to go. And I love the looks of it. It is sexy. It comes in the gunmetal, silver, blue, I want to say gold, black. I mean, you've got color options. You've got, this is just, it's an amazing, amazing RTA. Amazing. I cannot thank Nathan enough for sending this my way. I am like super, super stoked. He was right. I was wrong. I said nothing would ever change my mind about the Aromomizer Plus, and it hasn't, but this is like up there now with it. So this is the closest to my Aromomizer Plus that I've gotten. I'm super happy with it. If you haven't checked it out, you need to check it out. If you have any questions or comments about it, just leave them down below. I'll be sure to answer them. But yeah, so this is this is now on my top RTA list. So yeah, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And boy, I just got makeup all over me. I've got everything, well, all over me. So yeah, so I will see you in the next one. Bye.